Hey guys, it's the Gaming Geek here with Arian, as you may not recognize or recognize, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, just hi.
So we're here literally in the last hour of EuroGamer. You can probably hear it going in the background. There's copyrighted music playing in the background. I'm hoping YouTube doesn't flag me for that, but we'll try our best. So we thought we'd borrow this press room and basically talk about EuroGamer, see what our favorite things are. So come on, let's start with Arian. Let's say, in general, what surprised you the most about EuroGamer?
Well, the amount of people that showed up, that for one, and just the events in general. There's a lot of things to do here, and I don't think I've nearly done maybe half of it. It's incredible how much things there are, and the scale of it as well.
I mean, yeah, for anyone that hasn't been to EuroGamer before, it's getting bigger and bigger every year. And now they've got a top floor which they never had before. And there's just so many people. Saturday was crazy, and there's just so much to do. You never get a chance to play everything. You spend more time queuing than you do playing. And, you know, some people spent 3 hours, queuing to play Ghosts. And some people spent 3 hours queuing to play Titanfall. Which is, a much better game. So we're talking about Titanfall. Let's actually quickly mention Titanfall, because Titanfall is a really high expected game. Like, a lot of people have high expectations for it. What do you think of Titanfall? Was it worth it?
It was, I think, the favorite game I played here. It was really good. It was fast-paced. It had a lot of features, new things that you don't necessarily see in different games, such as double jumping and, well, not necessarily seen in different shooters, such as double jumping and running on walls and combining those elements, and it's a very good game. I like it. I'm definitely going to buy it. For which console, I do not know as of yet, but I think we'll get in those details later.
Well, of course, Titanfall isn't coming out yet for PS4, but it probably will do in the future. There's nothing confirmed about it. It's a timed exclusive, though, but it is currently 360, Xbox One, and PC, which we played at the demo that was here was basically PC, but with a 360 controller, but it still looked fantastic, really, because it was playing on PC, it's similar to what the Xbox One's going to be like. So, talk about Xbox One. Just briefly, what do you think of the Xbox One?
I think it's a good device. The frame rates looked very good. It was almost PC-like. The controllers are very sensitive comparing to usual Microsoft Xbox 360 controllers, and I had to actually tone down the sensitivity that I play on, because I usually am a very high sensitivity player, and I actually on Ghosts turn it down to about 5 or 6 to actually experience sensitivity 14 on Black Ops 2. So that's a thing on the controller. It feels a bit smaller, which some people mind. I personally do not. And the games that are played on the Xbox One are actually very good. The dashboard looks very sleek, and I don't really have any complaints besides the controllers being a bit sensitive, and that's it.
Well, I mean, sensitivity isn't always a bad thing, because you can tone it down. It's when sometimes a controller isn't sensitive enough and you reach the height of turning the settings up and then it's still not sensitive. That's when it becomes a problem. I mean, the Xbox One has come here strong. They have been literally doing loads of presentations on their stage, making a big thing about it, doing lots of giveaways, bringing up that hype, giving you away some stuff when you sign up and pre-order the Xbox One. So really, they've been pushing it out, and they've had a lot of really good response. I mean, I've recorded a little bit of footage, literally with a crowd of people around the stage, and just so many people, so excited. So I mean, on the PR front, they've done a really good job of EuroGamer. I think they've really played it at their best, and hopefully for them, from their point of view, won back some customers that maybe weren't convinced from watching stuff online, that we've seen from Gamescom and E3. So, I don't know, but the Xbox One feels solid, it plays solid. I mean, honestly, it sort of changed my mind a little bit. It sort of made me realize that the Xbox One is a really good console. The controller at first felt a bit odd, but after playing a few games, I sort of got used to it, and it felt very good. So, hard to say as of yet, but what I've played so far, Forza, Ghost was on the Xbox One, things like that. It feels pretty good, but we'll have to wait and see, really, when it actually comes in and launch, whether it's actually going to be any good. So we talk about Xbox One, let's not talk about the opposition PS4, which, if you can tell by this looks like I'm sort of totally fanboy in PlayStation. I'm not, but we were just in the PlayStation booth.
Yeah,
we literally just came from there right now, so this is fresh in our minds. Apart from the queue, which we got to skip most of, but still had to queue a fair bit, what do you think of PlayStation at EuroGamer?
I think it's good. They presented themselves in a good way. It's a nice open booth, and you can obviously tell that they've spent quite a bit of money on it. I think last year it was the Same design, same...
I mean, it was, well, I get confused between the years because I've been quite a few years now and it's all sort of merging in my head. But I remember when they did the Vita, they did a similar sort of thing, but they basically had all the Vitas in the middle and you queued up and then they gave you cards, and whatever card you were given was the game you were playing on the Vita. This time, basically had the big queue to get into the arena. Once you're in the arena, then you queue up for whatever games you wanted to play, and that's basically how it worked. We were lucky enough to get a badge that passed us the main front queue, but we still queued a fair bit. So I really do feel pity for the people that had to queue really long. So, do you want to continue on? Sorry.
Yeah, sure. The graphics looked pleasing, but in my opinion, the frames per second on some games, which aren't still in the beta mode or alpha or whatever, they aren't released as of yet, so they might be changed in the future. And the games on those didn't really run as smooth as I thought, but the controller did feel really nice, and big ups to Sony for that, because I didn't really enjoy the PlayStation 3 controller. It felt too tight, but this one is very spacious. It's you can move easily, and no complaints about it. The games that I played were Killzone and Killzone 3, and which ones again? Blacklight. And they felt really good. They played alright. Sometimes it was a bit laggy, but I think that's more the game's fault than the console. And your experience?
Well, I mean, Killzone I think felt really good. I felt it feels like a first-party title. You can tell it's been in development. Killzone always feels polished, and it is definitely polished on the PS4. The feel of the weapons is very still Killzone. It's slightly better than it was before in terms of people complaining about the heavy weapons. Some people like the heavy feel of the weapons, some people don't. Compare it to Call of Duty. Call of Duty, obviously, arcade, so it's very, very, you barely know you're holding a weapon, you're running so fast. But Killzone, they're trying to, make it a bit more realistic in that sense. I mean, it's something you can get used to and be fine, but it looks very good, it plays very good. It's just, it is still Killzone. So if you really dislike Killzone, the previous Killzones, you may dislike this one as well. In terms of controllers, Arian said, the controller feels really good. If you didn't like the PS3 controller, there's a big chance you're going to like the PS4 one, because they've improved on every aspect in terms of the ergonomic design. There's no complaints in terms of that. I mean, Blacklight, the problem with Blacklight is, and I remember the developers talking about that, and they're saying that any previews that you're playing, basically, there's really, really early builds, and they're only a fairly small development company, so, they're saying that it's going to have these little bugs and niggles and things like that, but they are working, their asses off, basically, to try and get these fixed. So, PlayStation's still really strong. I think they've brought a really good mix of games, done it really well, and to be honest, I couldn't complain about either consoles, the Xbox or the PlayStation 4. I think they've really brought a really good amount of games, and they presented it really well, and I'm overly pleased with both of them, which is bad in the sense that now I'm stuck with a dilemma which I thought would be resolved in EuroGamer, but isn't resolved. I still don't know whether I really want the PS4 or I really want the Xbox One. So I'm going to have to sit and just think about it. I don't know about you.
That's the thing with Expos. They show their best side, and it's hard to decide between the two. I mean, it's tempting to just buy both of them, and why not both? But yeah, it's pricey as well. On the price, the PS4 is £70 cheap.
I think it's about 70. Yeah, it is slightly cheaper. Basically, you could add in about a PS Plus subscription and, I don't know, something else, a game maybe, I don't know, for about the price. So it is, there's a fair distance, and being a student myself, I don't have a lot of money, so that is sort of a big point to me. The PlayStation is quite a bit cheaper. I could buy a game to go with the console with that, whereas, all right, the Xbox One comes with, I think it was like FIFA or something it comes with. I think it does. But I don't like FIFA, so it would mean nothing to me. I wouldn't play it, even if it was free. So we did play Call of Duty Ghosts, so we're going to get to that. Now, in general, my opinion of Call of Duty Ghosts is that it feels the same as every other Call of Duty. It doesn't feel any different, it's the same game. If you like Call of Duty previously, you're going to like Call of Duty. It feels very similar to MW2 in its feel, and I think with a few new things added, obviously it's a new game, but it's not revolutionary. It really doesn't feel mega different. I've only played 2 maps. I managed to play two different game modes, 2 different maps. Feels decent, but I think it's going to get boring really quickly. That's the only thing I've got to say about it. I don't know about you, Arian.
Yeah, I share the same opinion. It didn't really do anything special for me. I think it's just like any other Call of Duty at this moment. It feels like a mix between Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 2 to me. And I didn't really enjoy it, playing one game. And I don't know if that's because of the delay on the TV screens, because they use TV screens instead of monitors. And it felt weird with a new controller, experiencing the Xbox One controller for the first time. Maybe if you like Call of Duty, you'll get used to the new controllers, or if you played on the Xbox 360, you get used to the new game. But for me, I think that other games such as Titanfall and definitely just other shooters as well, now they will beat it on the YouTube scene, that is. Maybe not in the home scene, maybe people are still attached to that trusty Call of Duty. But yeah, we'll see how things go from here. Overall, I thought Call of Duty was just the same, and it stays the same.
Yeah, I mean, it is exactly the same. So if you like Call of Duty already, as I said, go and pick it up. And I mean, I'm probably going to pick up Call of Duty anyway, because I'm that sort of person.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, maybe midway, just like I did Modern Warfare 3, which I got mid-January, so...
Yeah, I'm probably going to pick it up near launch, mainly because I do feel that there are people out there that want to watch content, so I will be doing content for you guys. But now, just to wrap things up, I don't want to drag the video out too long, what's your brief opinion on EuroGame as a whole, and would you like to go back again next year if you had the chance?
I think it was a good experience to meet people, to play games, to experience a new gen, and definitely will return next year. It's been a pleasure. It's really been enjoyable.
Good, yeah, it's been really good. I mean, I've been a few Eurogamers. The only way I would say that this Eurogame has been better than previous is the people I've met. I've met a wide range. I can't even speak. That's how good it was. I've met a wide range of people, from people like Arian, who we've never met before, to other people like Vicstar, Fearcrowd, and people like that I haven't met before as well, and some other really cool people. So, I mean, it's been great to meet lots of people, and the event's been bigger, and it's nice to see the event grow, because I've seen it grow over the few years. I feel like a proud father watching the whole thing grow. It's great. But if I can go next year, I will definitely be there. So don't forget, you guys watching at home, if you can make it to Eurogamer, then come along and, you know, say hi to us lot, because I'm sure we'll be there. We probably will be. So there you go. I'm going to wrap this up right now in case you have anything else to say, do you?
No, just subscribe to TheGamingGeek. And,
Thank you. You can subscribe to Arian TV. I'll put his link in the description. Go subscribe to him as well. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Leave any feedback. Have you played any of the games? Did you go to Eurogamer? Let me know in the comment section down below. I would like to know. So as I said, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. But as always, drink tea and game on.